Okay, I am temporarily parked on the on-ramp to I-75 with some other guy. I've been to one rest area and 3 truck stops now, and there is no parking. Trying to find a spot where you can maybe see me. There a little bit. Yeah, no parking. We just drive around the lot 3 times. There's no parking. So I am I-75 north of Cincinnati, not quite to Dayton, I guess. Ridiculous. And the lots are so tight. And then you get some guy just to stop in the middle of the lane, and then the guy behind him can't go. There's 3 guys behind him, which means that the guy behind me can't turn around the corner now, and we're all waiting for one guy, and he doesn't know what he's gonna do. And then he finds his buddy, I guess. So anyway, so I'm temporarily here on the on-ramp. I'm gonna run over and get myself something to eat, and then head on up the road and find somewhere else to park. But this is quite ridiculous. How is your day going? This is kind of how mine went the whole damn time. Anyway, I'll show you in the morning my load. I've got 45,000 pounds of plastic flooring for an event that's happening. There's, I think, 8 truckloads of this stuff going to Western University in London, Ontario. So, that's the load, and I'm rolling. I'll be rolling all day tomorrow too. Bye. Good morning. What a glorious day. Can't believe how nice it is out. Nice blue sky, can't see a cloud anywhere. I'm still at the rest stop, somewhere on I-75. I made it north of Dayton, it turns out. Heading towards Michigan. And the mission today is to cross the border into Canada, into Sarnia, and get as close to my drop-off, which is Western University in London, Ontario. Some sort of an event field area, stadium kind of thing, I think. But I want to be really close to for the drop-off in the morning. We're all supposed to be there kind of together to drop off, but I don't want to be in a shithole for the night either. So I want to try and find the right kind of either truck stop, en route place for me to stay the night. And I need to figure out what that is. So anyway, so that's the plan for the day. That's the mission. Have I mentioned, I know I've mentioned, how much I like staying at rest areas. Look at this. It's gorgeous. I'd much rather wake up in a rest area like this. Yes, I'm right beside, that's where all the cars and the trucks park, and I can see and hear the interstate from there. But being able to wake up and then go for a walk, and the closer I get to the backyard where these trees are, the less I hear that the traffic. And man, I love being around nature versus like at a truck stop. It's nothing but concrete, asphalt, light poles, fences, miserable looking people, mostly a lot. I don't know why. I don't know, probably because everybody's tired, but here, trees, bushes, birds, crickets. I can hear some frogs back there. It's the smells, I think, too, right? Because like I'm in nature, I can smell all that nature, and I can have the leaves swooshing around when I'm walking through them, and you know, so much nicer. And you're here with not just drivers, you're here with like travelers, right? They're people in their cars are stopping at the rest area as well, and they're having they're pretty smiley usually, and happy to be traveling. So I'm in my glory. I like this. I like this so much better. I spent a couple of nights at truck stops this trip, obviously, and it kind of gets to me after a while. I like to be able to look up and see nothing but a canopy of trees. Wow, nice. So, what else can I tell you? That's the mission. That's where I am. I'll kind of go around the corner here and show you the load that's on the truck. I pulled over within 50 miles of my pickup yesterday because I really wanted to check the load, retighten any straps. It's plastic mats that click together to make this big heavy-duty flooring, temporary floor for this event, and a stack of plastic plates, kind of, right? So like it's all plastic on plastic on plastic. It could be all slippery, and of course I'm driving as smoothly as I can anyway, but a little bit more conscientious about it because I don't want anything shifting, and I hadn't checked the load yet and everything. So when I went into the one rest area where there was no parking, I just pulled off to the side and checked the load anyway, and then kept going because there was no place for me to park. But I'm happy I did that. There was a couple that I did retighten. So there's the load, and it's so it's 10 skids on this side and 10 skids on the other side. I got 3 stacks in each skid, so each stack got its own strap. I thought that was the only way to do it, really. So that's what that looked like. But there was another, was ever grateful, because there was another flatbed driver there picking up at the same time as me. Works the same company, and I didn't have enough ratchets. I had more than enough straps and a whole bunch of winches, but I only had 3 ratchets and I needed 4 because, I'll show you on this side. So everyone gets held down with this winch scenario, but they don't want winches around the tires, I guess. They don't want to cut down a tire. So, like, some of the winches only doesn't go any further forward, and those don't come any further backwards. So I have to use these hand ratchets. So I've got 1, 2, 3 here because I can't use a winch, and I've got 1 at the front for the same reason. So I only had 3 and I needed 4, and that guy was there, so he lent me 1, and thank you, Steve. And I'm gonna see, we should all be together unloading on the other end, so I can give it back to him then. But I was very thankful because that's I might have had to move that last stack back in order to take advantage of those 2 ratchets that don't go any further forward, but that might have put me overweight. I'm 45,000 pounds of freight, and that would have put a certain amount of that weight maybe too far back. So anyway, I'm really grateful for that. And okay, so I'm gonna check the load again and check the truck, and then get a roll on down the highway here, I guess. And I'll check in later. I already got my walk-in going through the wilderness there, and I did some stretching and stuff over there already too. So I feel really, really good. if you haven't gotten out for a walk today, do yourself a favor. Get out for a walk.